everybody. Welcome back to NTV's Good Life. Very happy to have Gourmet cook Fran Schaffer joining us today, getting you ready for the Easter holidays. Good morning, Fran. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
Fine.
Good.
Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
You always bring us great ideas. The thing about Fran, even though she's a gourmet cook, she makes it easy for all of us, and we always learn something and learn how to make it inexpensive and very organic or in a very natural way. So what are we going to do this morning?
Well, this is my own recipe. It's called Rice Krispies, and you can make it anyway, but I'm making it as Easter eggs.
Very good.
And all you have to do is you have to have 1 cup of white chocolate chips, and then you put in 2 cups of Rice Krispies.
Okay.
Now, this could be a gluten-free recipe.
Oh, okay.
See?
And how's that? Because are Rice Krispies gluten-free?
Yes, they're
Oh,
rice.
Okay, well,
Rice.
yeah. Good, okay.
And so, and you might have to get the gluten-free Rice Krispies.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you just want to mix this in like
And you use Ghirardelli white chocolate.
Ghirardelli all the time.
How much of that did you use? Did you melt? Couple
A cup of
squares of it?
No. A cup of
Chocolate?
No.
White chocolate?
white. This is white.
Okay, easy enough.
And you just got to mix this in here. So I'm going to let Carol finish that.
Okay.
You want to get it all.
I can do
Go,
that.
Carol,
and then I
go.
get to lick the spatula.
Good work.
And you want to get that all coated
Okay.
really well.
I
And
can
then
do
you
that.
pour this on here.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll finish with that.
Okay.
And then now, this is Easter nests, and I've made these for my kids every year. But this is now with organic coconut, because we have a new organic store in Grand Island. And so this kind of is a real chunky coconut,
It's really good.
but it's really good.
Yes, it is.
And so we stick this, you have half and half white chips and half the dark chips.
Okay.
In this. So you just put that in there and you mix that in.
What is this, a cup of?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So am I going to spread this all out on this paper
Yeah.
then, Fran? Okay, I can do that.
And these are the little spatulas you get at the,
I can do that.
yeah, that you get at the fair.
Oh,
At the, I think it's College at Grand Island. They give them out. I can't think.
now should this cover this whole thing? Is that how much?
No, you don't want to cover the whole
Okay.
thing. Now you take this. I'm going to show you. Now, you want
Okay.
this to be about 1 inch
I got it.
in thickness.
Okay.
You take and put parchment paper over that, and then you take this little roller,
Okay.
and you
Easy
just
enough.
kind of, you want to get it compact,
Yeah.
see?
Okay.
So you kind of roll that like that,
Okie doke.
okay?
I can do that.
Now with Ronnie, you have a medium cookie spoon,
Okay.
medium cookie spoon, and
Ooh, that looks delicious over there.
thing about if you're ever in the fair, this is a wonderful thing to have because everything's supposed to look the same.
More
like,
uniform.
Yeah, all your cookies have to be the same size and so forth. And when you were never in 4-H, you didn't know that. So
I
okay.
was in 4-H.
yeah. So now you just
'Kay.
scoop this up. We got to get some more in there. Go like
That's
this.
just coconut and dark chocolate and white
White-
chocolate,
yeah.
you said? Okay.
And then you just want
combination.
take this little spatula. These are the most wonderful spatulas that you can find. And you just press it in there. We could have had maybe more coconut because this looks kind of soupy.
That's okay.
But then we just do this. There you go.
Voila.
Okay.
There you go.
So now I got a job.
Now you got
Now
it.
how does that look?
That looks fine.
Okay.
Now with this one, you're going to have to let it set for quite a while. We aren't going to let it set, but you have to because it has to, you know, that
hardened,
get
kinda,
hardened so
yeah.
that you can put the chocolate on it.
Uh-huh.
But you should always have a tin, one of these cookie cutters for something like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just like
Oh,
that.
there you go. And I like it that you use the chocolate instead of the marshmallows. It's not as sticky.
Yeah.
Is that-
And then you just keep going.
Oh, okay.
And then I'd come down here, just try to get
Okay.
it as close, and just keep doing that.
There we go. Okay, well, I'm going to finish doing this. Ronnie's going to finish her job over there, and we'll be back with Fran in just a moment. Stay with us.
Hey, welcome back to NTV's Good Life. Fran Schaffer in the kitchen. We're learning how to make chocolate Easter nests, and then we're learning how to make Rice Krispie Easter eggs. And during the break, Carol and I just were busy bees.
we
I'm on my
are.
last of my nest.
That's the last of her
Oh,
nest.
look at you, Ronnie.
And then what you have to do is you make an indentation in there, see? You know, and if you've ever had a nest, a real nest, it's not always perfect, so don't
Thank
worry about that.
goodness.
And if
Okay.
it's homemade, it is not perfect, and that's how you know homemade from manufacturer.
Very nice.
So you put that in there, and
Okay.
here's the little Easter eggs. These are covered with frosting that's made with beet juice.
Oh.
It's colored with beet juice.
Okay.
So you put one of those, and then here is one that is green with peas. There you go.
Very nice.
Yes. And then,
And
well,
then, voila,
what
over
you
here.
have to do over here, when these harden, you have to take the chocolate and put on the bottom and turn them upside down and let them rest.
Okay.
So they stay together.
And they are
hold 'em
pretty much
together.
already. You can
Yeah.
see I kind of
But-
sectioned them
and
off
then
a
you
little
can
bit.
take all this extra, put it back in here, put it back in the microwave,
Oh.
start all over. You'll have probably a dozen eggs.
Nice.
So you remelt the chocolate then to give it
To
the.
give it a little.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
So,
very
and then
easy.
this is how I wrapped them. These are just
Oh,
Easter
very
stickers that
cute.
come in the mail, you know, with your,
And I never know what to do with them.
yeah. And these are all lilies, you know, which is
Yes.
the
Oh,
Easter flower.
nice. Very nice.
And then this is my all-natural Easter egg colored Easter eggs.
Okay.
This is with blueberries.
How many did you just heat the blueberries and tell us how the process of that?
Well, I put them in the food processor, and then I ran them through the food processor with just a little water, and then stuck that into a cup and put the egg in there. And every day they turned darker.
Oh,
Every day.
really? Okay.
They didn't look pretty good, but every day they turned darker. This is with turmeric. Then I wanted to have green so bad, and I went and got broccoli, and I cut the leaves off the beets for the beet cake, and I haven't got green. So
Did it look green when you heated it up? Or
it looks very green, but it just doesn't. And then
Doesn't
this one
turn
was
out
supposed
too
to be orange, so I put beet juice into the
to the yellow.
blueberry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, into the yellow.
Yes.
Turmeric. And it came out this way.
So
It
how
came
much
out kind of a
turmeric did you
beige
use then?
tan.
a teaspoon.
A teaspoon. And how many would a teaspoon do?
Well, as long as you have the water,
Okay.
you just keep
Keep
doing
adding.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Easy enough.
it's kind of fun to do. And Dave looked at them and he says, you know, that looked like what we used to have when we dyed Easter eggs.
Yes.
You know, before dye. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a couple different, I know we talked about this before, there's a couple different natural ways that you can do the Easter eggs, and I know if you have some ideas, you can certainly send those to our Facebook page, because I know a lot of people do that more and more with the colors
Yeah.
and things like that.
And
so.
here's the beet cake for
look at
Carol.
the
Oh,
big
big candle for Carol.
A big candle.
That's so
That's
sweet.
you know what?
Oh,
That's what you have after you're 39. This
but
big one.
I'm just 39 now.
Yes,
So
she's
next year when I'm
So-
40, we'll use that one, right?
Yes.
Well, Fran, that's
and
I'm
I made
celebrating all week long
this
again.
candle also.
You did?
Yeah.
You made a candle? When did
Yeah.
you have time to make candles?
When I had my restaurant, I had
Oh my
candles on the
goodness.
table, so then I melted them, and I had to stop when I left them on the stove.
Is there
and,
anything you don't do?
well, you
Do
know,
you rock climb?
no.
Okay, well,
Yet,
there-
don't challenge her because I'm sure she'll go do it.
Oh,
anyhow.
I'll make a wish.
And then if you Facebook me,
Or
I'll
not.
bake a cake for you when it's
Oh.
your birthday.
You have a long
Yes.
way to go.
Not too long. I'll let you know
Long
what
way
it
to
is.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
here's my wish.
There you go.
Thank you. You're so
Very
sweet.
nice.
You're
Well,
welcome.
thank you, Fran.
Yeah, we
Appreciate it. We'll have
appreciate
these
you.
recipes on our website later today. Thank you, Fran.
Thank you, Fran.
All right, we're coming back with so much more good life. Keep it right here, friends.
Okay.